All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting another round here at $1 Million Billiards. First, hopefully annual Summer Tournament of Champions in North Hollywood. You're watching POVPOOL. This is POVPOOL.com, and we are about to get started with a match between Frederic Caudron and Vicky Pineda. Frederic is warming up just a little, and he gives Vicky the nod. And it looks like we're about to start this lag right now. We're in the third round of play here in our final 8 round robin match event, rather. Racing to 30 points. I would imagine Vicky Pineda is going to earn a 3-point handicap.
3 points, correct.
Against Frederic Caudron. They're smiling at each other. You forgot my 3 points. And this is Daniel Busch. I'm sitting here with Gilbert Najm. Welcome back, Gilbert.
Yes, hi Daniel, how are you?
I'm great. I'm really enjoying some of the tips and lessons you've been giving us here, and also this, excellent plays by some of these players.
Yeah, just my observations, and sometimes I get lucky. They shoot the shot that I like. So it's not all skills. Sometimes you see it and you feel it.
And Frederic opens with score of 2. Question from the chat room about Caudron's new cue. What do you think about it?
Yeah, well, I tried it, and it's very, very well balanced cue, and it hits very solid, and you had a good feeling with it, so it's a good cue. It's a Longoni cue, by the way, and very nice design, and it came up in 2014. It's wood joint cue, not titanium, not metal, not aluminium. So now the game here, Daniel, it's against Caudron or any top players, you cannot leave this kind of position, because this is like, if he makes it, it's run of 3 minimum.
Because he's going to put the target to the end.
Yeah, he's in control of the balls.
Oh, now he has a very easy shot.
Yeah, and it's at least run of 3 if he's talking okay, huh? He might go more, he might make less, but you're giving him a lot of chances. And Caudron is very good at a shot when all the 3 balls are together. He always has a solution. He has solution for everything, but now he's gonna play maybe follow through. And 3 rails with a lot of English. Look at this beautiful shot.
Very nice.
Okay, this is already run of 3. Well, Caudron using the S2 shafts. It's laminated shaft. Low deflection. Not no deflection, it's a low deflection. So
what is he checking there, do you think?
well, he's checking the angle He just have to play it with a nice speed so he can play a position and get a good speed on the red ball. You've seen the shot that Vicky missed, and now he's in a run, on a run of 4. This is number 5, maybe. He cannot reach very comfortably from off the red. He's gonna maybe play cross table, long, or thin ball, but he's gonna play cross table with a good speed. No drop. This is by millimeters.
Run of 4.
Now Vicky has a short angle. These shots are not very easy on a new close because you have to hit a lot of ball and a lot of speed. If you hit it slow, you might miss it. He hit it nice. Another short angle.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. I play this shot of the red ball. I don't know, he's trying to play drop in or close table. Cross table.
And
wow,
that looks
very
good
nice.
too. Hit
Perfect.
the ball direct.
Yeah. He played it with confidence and good speed. You always learn when you watch other players playing different shots. By the way, Vicky is using my previous Longoni cue. It's Jeremy Bury cue Longoni. Curly maple. He feels good about it, so.
And it shows in his game right now.
He's happy. He had a good feeling about it, and.
Is he going to find the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was 4 for him there.
Quattro. Now, what a beautiful shot. And it's still a good position, so. You should go thin ball normal, like shouldn't have a problem with this shot. Good speed. Now another shot of the yellow, 3 rails maybe. What a nice speed, huh?
Very nice speed.
Position, perfect. Another maybe short angle or 5 rails of the yellow ball, but he might choose something tricky, I don't know. Short angle of the red, short angle of the red.
Very good. A little bit of speed here.
Yeah, well, his speed is almost perfect every shot, so unless you miss, but he's another 4. He answered with a 4 back. I have a feeling that this game is gonna be a good game. Now Vicky is gonna go 5 rails of the red. Don't want to come up too short on this shot. Now Caudron has a frozen ball. He's gonna try to hit off the red ball. It's very difficult hit. He's gonna go 5 rails. How could you hit that ball that good on this angle?
Splendid shot.
You have to be number 1 in the world. So.
Not number 2?
Not number 2.
Not number 2.
No, you know what?
Oh, this is a nice spin. What was that shot you called earlier?
Développé.
Yeah.
They call it like you put maximum English and you hit the ball full.
Yes.
And let the English do the work. Let it develop. So it's a French expression. So.
Very short, very short there. Two more for Frederic.
Yes, 2 more.
And it's 12-8, only in the 4th inning.
Now he has to take care of the kiss of the red ball. He didn't take care of it. He got lucky.
Yes, he did. Sapo.
Sapo, small sapo. Now he has a big ball in the corner. He has to hit the I don't know. Very good. He moved the kiss, and he's gonna have a good position next. Now, some people play it 3 rails, some people 5 rails. It depends about the table. I like 3 rails. He's going 5 rails.
Ooh.
I like 3 rails. I don't like 5. So he made it perfect hit.
Yes, he did.
And he missed the kiss.
Is this a 5-rail shot right here? Short, long, short.
It's maybe short, long, but he's gonna go thin ball, same like Caudron played it before. But he
Too thin.
Too thin.
Too thin. He missed.
He needs more ball.
Yeah.
I told you need number 1 to be number 1 to play this shot.
Yeah. Okay, run of 3 for Vicky Pineda, and we start the 5th inning.
He's gonna try to hit thin ball. Amazing how he. What a speed! What a control of the balls! It's nice. He's gonna go.
And he's gonna do it
rails.
again. I mean, 5 rails. He'll do this.
This is a 5-rail shot. 5-rail shot, not very difficult. But the speed is important. So.
Short.
You know, we were talking, me and him, before games. He said that the table sometimes play short on certain angle and sometimes it play long on certain angle. So it depends about the condition of the balls too. They're putting some wax in them, so.
Yeah, that was one of the first comments that Calderon was mentioning on his first day here when he was practicing on the table for an hour or two.
You cannot miss this shot. If Caudron missed it, it's okay. You know? Yeah, because...
Well, the score is actually tight right now. 13-12, sixth inning.
It is tight, but you know what's the problem now? Now when you watch Caudron getting a little bit rhythm, he's gonna make run of 5, run of 7, maybe run of 10. You never know. Now you're giving him a big chance. He still missed it, huh? He didn't hit it.
That was a careless miss too, wasn't it?
Yeah. He's gonna try to play sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
He's gonna try to play reverse. He missed it. Now he's gonna have a short angle. He's gonna place the red ball in the corner and through rails. Very nice. Look at the English on this shot. Little bit short. Look at the English.
Very nice.
Everything he does, it looks easy, but when you try it on the table, maybe I need 10,
agree. It's a different story for me.
I need 10 tries to make it once, maybe so.
Yeah. Very nice shot. This is what you were talking about, you know. Yes, it's a tight game, but
I told you what's going to happen.
You have to remember,
right?
Calderon's always the favorite to win, right?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the Devils, we talk about what he's gonna do. It's very easy. Like when he plays, it trains billiards. So just keep raining shots, and you don't know where it's coming from. So he came short.
Yep, and he knew it. Went right to the string and marks his 4 points. Or is that 5? Looks like 4.
5 points. Vicky played this shot very well. He maybe a little bit short side. Now he has two choices, but he's gonna go off the yellow ball. It's 3 rails. Nice control. A lot of English. And slow to the red. And after the short angle of the yellow. Maybe. Now he's looking at the red ball. I don't know if he's gonna shoot. Somebody in the chat room asking if average of 2 points is a good player per inning. Actually, if you're averaging 1 point per 1 inning, you're a good player. If you're a champion, like a world champion, world-class player, you can average between 1.5 to 2 points per inning. So, 2 average is not a good player, only his champion. Yeah, that's what it means. Good shot by Vicky. Missed it.
Little short. I think he gets 2 points. Oh, I'm sorry, only 1. I was too busy listening to the question. And
Yeah, it's okay.
the answer to the
Said,
question.
I don't know this game. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people know the game, and still we all always learn from. But this is the averages. If you take the top 20 players in the world, they average between 1.5 to 2 average. And in the United States, we have one player average around 1.4, 1.5. His name is Pedro Piedrabuena. He's the national champion, and he's the Pan American champion. And we have a Hugo Patino from New York. He averaged 1.3. And the rest, we have Sonny Cho, we have Mazen Shuni, national champion too. We have Miguel Torres, national champion. And their average varies between 1.1 to 1.2. So that's a quick feedback about the question.
Beautiful 5-rail shot.
And now he ended up with a good position. He hit the ball so pure, no twist, nothing, good speed.
Now, would he play here to hit the red again? Play like the same shot?
Yeah, but now he can see the red. He's gonna go off the white, of the yellow. Maybe short, long, short. Oh, he was trying to double rail.
He needed to play long first, yeah?
Yeah. Another run of 4. So he's 93 actually. Yeah, 23 to 13. You said it was a tie game, right? And
almost, yeah, it was.
In a minute, everything can change in this game. Any minute, any given moment with them. So the wind start to blow and the things start to change. Somebody asked what has been the highest winning average for a tournament. For a tournament, I think the record is by Torbjörn Blondal from Sweden. He did average, I don't know, 2.7, 2.3, 2.738, 2.738.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 2.738. That's the world record. At the moment, I'm sure a lot of people had. I'm not very good with statistic. If you want to know statistic about the game, there is a billiard lover. His name is Bert Van Manen. He made a book about Torbjörn Blondal recently. The name of the book is The Blondal Era, and it has the old statistic about three cushion. It's available online, so I'm not trying to advertise, but you can have.
It's quite all right, though. You're all right. No, whatever we can do to educate people about this game, anything that helps, is quite all right with us here.
I just received my copy like 2 days ago, because Rudy went to New York and bought it for us, like 4 copies. So I haven't had chance because of the tournament. So, but it's interesting, just to show you different mindset of the game.
And in 10 innings, it's 24 points to Caudron. So, obviously you can see that's over a 2.0 average.
Yeah.
2.1 almost, right? Or 2.4.
2.4.
Is it 2.4?
Yeah, 2.4, yeah.
Vicky's starting to get frustrated, I think.
Yeah, it's, and again his speed is off, everything is off. So he has to do something, because this is one of his last 3 to 4 chances.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a pressure. Now Frederic has to go of the red ball 3 rails. It should be makeable. If it's not a little bit short, it should be makeable. And now he's going to have another shot. It's very easy to commentate on a good player, because you say he's going to make it, and he's going to make it. So. People think like you said the right shot, but he's going to make it. So.
Yeah. No wonder you weren't here yesterday, commentating with me. Good shot.
Very good.
He's long. He's very long here. He knows it. It's funny how quickly he knows.
When he hits the ball, he doesn't like the action. What happened immediately, because sometimes.
Oh, or a skid of some kind. Yeah.
It's not only skid. It's just when you hit it, the hit is not very clean. So he knows immediately. Immediately. We don't know till we miss the shot. So, but he knows it immediately.
Yeah.
Now he has another short angle. Either thin ball of the white or more ball with less English. Many schools, many different ideas. I like on this shot less English and more ball. It's better control. We'll see what he's gonna choose. So. Yeah,
well,
we put a lot of English.
More English.
Yeah, less English you need more. So.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to come underneath, and it does.
He wants it this way, so the which side is different. But now he always have a choice. He's gonna go with the red ball, and he's gonna go long, short. I don't know. Usually he plays the shot short angle of the red ball. Like,
right.
Usually, I don't know the position from this angle, but this is what he does. He's doing something funny.
He's drawing it.
I don't know.
This is going to be a circus shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit of exhibition there. He was hoping for. We were hoping for.
Yeah, we were hoping. He has very good control, so he wasn't playing trick shots. He plays the shot appropriate for the game.
Yeah.
And he thinks it is. It's not like he's showing off, or he hit this shot is very, he baby it a little bit, and I hope he's gonna come back. He might go in the hole. He made it.
He did make it.
But still, it's a little bit soft.
Okay.
A little bit soft.
Oh, because a little harder, then it hits shorter.
A little bit harder, even if you make it, you have an angle after it. You might have a better chance. Okay. Now he has to shoot off the white, and he has to play long to the corner. Thin ball with a lot of English. And remember when I told you the game before? He missed like 3-4 of them, and he keeps shooting it.
Yeah, and he's doing that still.
He's still doing it. So
stubborn. He's being stubborn.
But at this moment, at this shot, he doesn't have many choices.
Yeah.
The other shot he had, but this shot, maybe he has to use a different technique. He got the kiss.
Yep.
Frederic
At the last
28.
minute, Frederic blocked the camera a little bit, so.
He had a kiss. Now, opportunity maybe last one, 3 or 5 rails, but you have to decide. I think 5 rails is a good idea.
Looks good.
Yeah, but it's not very good, huh? He came a little bit
Position
long
is
on
not
it.
good, yeah.
He came a little bit long on it. Usually you have good position on this shot, but he came a little bit long. He's gonna go again the same shot like he did before.
Right. The one he's been missing.
Yeah, let us see if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
So
you see the smile on his face. He's like, I keep missing that shot.
yeah.
Maybe now he's realizing. But still, sometimes too little, too late. A near hit there, but Frederic is playing for 1 now.
Yeah, Frederic is, well, you're talking 14 innings, that's average 2, and he's gonna be average 2. Now Vicky is looking into +2 shot. This shot, I learned it from Tourbillon Blondin. He shot it very hard. If you miss it, you're gonna give your opponent safety. If you miss it, you need a little bit harder. So
Yeah,
the
a
red
little
ball,
harder. So
go to the corner
Right.
and leave safety. Okay. And now he left an easy shot because he babied it. So
Yes.
And
Very easy shot.
He babied it, and that's it.
And that's going to do it, folks. With an average of over 2, Frederic Caudron, who signs his waiver, no, who defeats Vicky Pineda, and if I'm not mistaken, is undefeated today so far.
Yeah, so far undefeated. He won his first game and against Palafox, against Bilal, and now against Vicky. He's almost 1.8 general average so far.
Yeah, so we are very quickly going to move over to Pedro Piedrabuena. Just a moment.
Now Pedro is playing Mike Kim. Mike is a very solid player. He's like almost one average, and at his level he can beat anyone. We still have 3 tables. You know, when you average 2 and you play fast, you finish the game very quick, and the rest of the players are still taking their times. So who's playing next? We have to wait for the next round. At the moment we have Pedro playing against Mike Kim, and Bilal Khalifa is playing against Alan Castillo, and Palafox is playing against Kim Jong-rul at the moment. Good shot from Mike.
Score?
1 second, 15, 18 to 12. Pedro 12. He missed the easy shot now, a lot of English. No, 18, the one I counted already. Now Pedro has 5 rails around the table. So you just have to control the kiss and make sure he makes the billiards. So he's gonna play long on the side and make sure there is no hole between the red and the ball and the rail. Perfect. Oh, he came short on the shot. This table is kind of shorter than the table we were
Than
watching.
the other one, you think?
Yeah,
You can tell immediately?
Yeah, you know what? Because yesterday he had the tough time on the same table, and we had a conversation for breakfast, me and him. He said that this table was a little bit shorter, a little bit, and that's why from this shot he came all the way around, and they still missed it short. So
We have a question in the chat room asking when Calderon is going to play again. We will be taking a lunch after this round. This round will, I'm going to estimate, will be over in about half an hour at the most, just in case there happens to be a long match. However, we will probably take an hour-long break. So at the earliest, I would estimate that Frederic Caudron will probably be playing again. We'll start the next round at 4:45. No, hold on. 4:30. 4:30. But it's up to our tournament director, Ricky Caudron, Ricky Caranco. he may call us for a quick lunch and tell us to come back by 4. So that would be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is currently 2:30 Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles.
Nice position by Pedro. He's trying to go 5 rails, but he was just debating the kiss. So he's doing a little bit elevation so he can create a curve. He doesn't like it because of the kiss, so he might choose another shot. We'll see. He's gonna do a semi-masse. He hit a lot of balls, so he might come short. Very nice.
That was a nice shot. Also, a question in the chat room about Caudron's system, so to speak. Does he have any mathematical systems? I would imagine he does know them, but he's been winning events since he was 8 years old. He's a long-time junior national champion in Belgium since 1985. So, he's obviously a natural.
Yeah, he's a natural.
He has a natural inclination to play the game.
He has a book, but he learned the system after he won the championship. So it means that the system won't take you that far. Knowledge and talent and a lot of practice. We think sometimes systems are shortcuts, but he shoots with 10 to 15 seconds, so it's all about feeling.
We have a Big William 63. Where are you in the world that it is? That it is quarter to 2 in the morning. I'm a little curious.
Yeah, quarter to 2. You can be France.
It'll be maybe Europe, France or Belgium.
Europe, Belgium, yes, correct.
Yeah, and if this is
Europe, yes.
in the Netherlands, and if this is the case, please help us get the word out and let people know that this match this event is happening.
Yeah,
it would be nice to see a large crowd from Europe or other parts of the world watching this today. I would imagine that's somebody with an iPhone or an Android device trying to watch our live stream, and they get the commercial in the beginning. And a big thank you to Big William 63 for helping us get the word out. So
now he's gonna play double the rail, high ball, big curve. It's not easy. Look at this shot.
Ooh.
He was trying off the red ball. Very smart choice, huh?
I've seen the score change now. Looks like Pedro's caught up 4 more points, so it would make it 16 to 18. And since we just started watching this in the middle of play, we don't know how many innings
we don't
have occurred.
He's gonna go now off the red, short, long, short long again toward the corner. He decided to go directly and maybe play safe. He's giving Mike Kim hard time, but now he left him maybe a possible bank shot. But this bank is difficult a little bit for Kim because he cannot reach this side of the billiards. I don't think he can reach it myself unless he needs extension. Wait, let us see. Yeah, he's hardly can reach it, and he's gonna have a bad stroke, a little bit short, but it doesn't need a big stroke, so he can make it.
Oof.
Wow.
Through the hole.
Through the hole, yeah. He plays with Germany. He played the he played the World Championship, so sometimes you need a little bit luck in this game, huh? You just went through the hole like almost like ball and a half difference. You know, after 3 days with English, and you can barely reach it. So,
and really, we know that all he had to do was hit either one of those balls, he would have got the point.
yeah, correct. Now Pedro's 3 cushion, normal. He hit it very thin to miss the kiss.
And he's short, hit that short.
Yeah, but this was not easy shot. He hit it nice, but still missed it. Now he left him a +2. Maybe he can't reach it too on the yellow ball.
On the next table behind, you're watching also Bilal Khalifa play Alan Castillo from San Jose, California.
Yeah, see, again he cannot reach it. He needs a pure extension. This is not a good stroke. Even he can make it, but it's...
Well, he got there. Let me ask you about the clothing. If it touches a ball, is that
foul,
considered
yeah.
not a foul, but loss of shot?
Loss of shot. You just sit on your chair. And,
because watching him bend over, it was looking close.
You know, Daniel, it's all a preference. Everybody thinks differently. This game being forever, but I always thought that when you make a foul, it's nice to have ball in hand or be punished for it somehow. you know,
I tend to agree.
Sometimes you jump the ball off the table, or you foul, or there is no punishment. You just go sit.
So do you feel the same should happen in billiards?
Yeah, I think so. I personally, I'm a billiard player, but I enjoy pool and I watch snooker, so I love all cue sports. But I still believe when you make a foul, you should be punished for it somehow. Okay? So, I don't know what the rest thinks, but your opinion is valuable for us. Mike is a lot of English, maybe backup. Nice.
Now, Mike is a Korean player, is he not?
Yeah, he has a room in Los Angeles at Vermont, and he has a billiard room.
Oh, what is his room? Because I know there are a lot of rooms in Koreatown.
Yeah, it's maybe on Vermont and 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
We can ask him after this. I've been there, but I don't remember the street because I've been to many pool rooms there. So.
I've been many times to Korea Billiards upstairs.
This is not...
That's on like 7th and Vermont.
I think he's before that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's upstairs too. He has a nice pool room too. So.
Well, he's playing very well as well. And he's ahead of Pedro now. I think he's on a run of 3.
Yes, for the 3 cushion, same like snooker. You have to wear a vest and white or any color shirt with black pants and black shoes. So this is the dress requirements. Nice shot.
Let me ask you, do you ever see shots played so fast that it's very difficult to tell if the third rail occurred?
Usually,
Are there ever any arguments over it?
yes, sometimes you have an argument, but you can tell if the shot made or not from the last ball hit. Even it's a fast, you can tell
you
the
mean
direction
whatever occurs afterwards?
the direction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But of course there is an argument, but it's a gentleman's game. My opponent, if I believe like I didn't feel comfortable, I give him the shot. I don't mind. Myself, I'll tell him okay. Sometimes it happens so fast, or you don't pay attention, or you're 10 feet away from the shot. So usually you have to give your opponent if you don't play with referees. Now when you play in Europe and World Championship, you always have referees on table, and I think we should have them here in any tournament. It adds up more prestige to the tournament, and no arguments. But here so far today and yesterday, I don't think we had an argument with any of the games. So
I have to say I've been lucky. I haven't really seen any arguments. I've been to several, big billiard tournaments. I haven't seen really any arguments in a billiard tournament, but I'm sure they do occur.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Let's not call them arguments. They're just disputes over
sometimes
rules
the game
and
is
shots.
very close, and people are under pressure, and it happens. So I've seen it many times.
Okay, so Mike had a run of 6 there, so that puts him on actually 7, and that puts him on 25. Pedro is struggling with 16 points. So this is a very crucial visit, and he's going to be unfruitful.
Yeah, he tried to shoot high ball with a lot of big curve, and he left Mike makeable shot. The only thing you have to be careful here, if he's gonna go short, long, short, there is a big hole behind the red from this angle. So maybe he's gonna go double the rail. Maybe double the rail, better idea, bigger ball. Yeah, double the rail, better, bigger ball. He still missed it.
Hit the white very thin, and he blocked the camera there a little, and Pedro gets the point.
He's having difficult shots, Pedro. Huh? This is very difficult shot now. I don't know if he's gonna go cross table or he's gonna go off the right side of it. So we'll find out.
Is there a chance he could play that long rail first off the white and come around? Is that a very low percentage shot?
When you shoot the ball like at 8 feet distance or 9 feet distance, it's the hit is very difficult. So usually you pick a shot closer to you.
And these are 10-foot tables, so
Yeah. So he missed it.
he's
So.
frustrated because he didn't hit the third rail. He only got a run of one. And Mike Lee, who is feeling good right now.
Yes, Big Williams, you're right that sometimes you have some discussion going on, even if there is a referee at the table. Yes, I agree, but when you have a referee, it's his word and his last word, I think. So, whatever happened, we cannot argue with referees. We might get suspended sometimes, right?
This looks good.
Yeah, he made it very well.
And now Mike is playing for 3. Pedro knows he's in a lot of trouble. Fortunately for Pedro, he has won 2 matches so far today.
Yeah, but I think Mike is going to finish the game. He plays playing really well, and he's in rhythm, so very good rhythm. Yeah. Big Williams, the UMB is not the greatest example of our lovely game. Things happen sometimes, but it's not the perfect example.
Playing for 1 now.
I think, to be honest with you, I love watching snooker, and I still believe snooker has the best discipline of all time.
I think I would agree with you. I mean, I'm from Great Britain originally, you know. I started off playing snooker. And, you know, I watch a lot of snooker, and I do see that.
It's nothing
They
wrong
start at
to
a young age, and
Yeah.
and they have to, you know, they have to really be. They train hard to become champions, you know. Although I can't speak for all of the snooker world, because I know that there's a semi-professional, and you know, there's a large field of professionals that we never see, and tournaments that we never see. But they are very disciplined about having the referees always there, and
the way they run the tournament.
codes of conduct are very important in snooker.
Yeah, I think I watch a little bit snooker. I like Ronnie Sullivan myself. I like old timers, Alex Higgins, some of the good players. You know, and I think my personal opinion, they're still ahead of the other Q sports. In terms of discipline and organizing tournaments, so I'm talking at the professional level, of course. But we're getting there. We're improving a lot, so this game is improving, so that's nice. Now the score is Mike needs 1. He might go, you think, 5 rails? Thin ball or cross table long way?
I can see him doing that. Yeah.
Or cross table long
I'm starting
way.
to see these shots now. So
Or cross table long way.
he's going cross table. And now that shot I wouldn't have seen. And that was a very nice shot by Mike Lee, who defeats Pedro Piedrabuena. I'm assuming took 3 points in the beginning of this match. Or did they play even? They played even.
Even, yes.
30 legitimate points scored by Mike Lee against Pedro's 17.
Yeah.
We're going to go now to Alan Castillo and Bilal Khalifa, and we will.
I wonder what's the score between Palafox and Mike. Mike
and Kyung.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Let's see if we can't get an update on that as well. Stand by.
Okay. Thank you. We're moving the camera so we can get a better angle. Yeah, we're gonna move to yeah, thanks.
Okay, I see Alan Castillo, I believe, is now playing for 2 points, 28, versus Bilal Khalifa at 22 points. And on the next table over, Kyung-Rul Kim and Francisco Palafox. Score there is 19 to 27. Not quite sure who's ahead there. We're going to stick to this match. And a little bit of luck there from Kyung-Rul Kim. There he is. This would have, if the score is correct, this would have Kyung playing for 7 points. Unless, of course, he's on a run already. But for the most part, enjoy. We'll be back. Congratulations to Seyoung Kim, and we will be right back with our fourth round. We're going to take a half-hour to 45-minute break, so come back in 30 minutes. Thanks a lot for watching POV Pool today, and if you can get the word out, we've got 3 more matches today, or possibly 4, I can't remember already. It's all melting together. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.